Greetings, servants of the Coordinator. Today I bring you one of House Kurita's finest achievements during the Star League era, the Kintaro, although looking a hell of a lot better than it did back in the original technical readout. This is the Kintaro 18 variant, painted in red, black, and sort of a very light grey. My nod to the Sword of Light divisions of the Draconis Combine. This variant is, well, pretty much stock. 3 SRMs, LRM5, and 2 medium lasers. I think I've switched them out for pulses because I had some spare room, and pulse, medium, I don't think it's a massive difference, it's still mediums in each arm. I've also got a nice cool map as well for this one because 3 SRM6s do generate a lot of heat. And yeah, this mech is pretty deadly up close. I know it didn't get the warmest reception from the fanbase. When it first popped in, a lot of people sort of turned their nose up at the Kintaro, didn't really see any strong benefit to it, but with the SRM fixes recently, yeah, Kintaro has suddenly become a hell of a lot more desirable. It can be built several ways. You can build it with LRMs instead. I've seen a lot of LRM5 builds, similar to the Catapult A1, being able to just rain down little gnat bites of death in LRM5 form. But I quite like the SRM variant, capability of just being able to go up to pretty much any kind of mech, regardless of weight, and just do a crap load of damage in a single shot. Admittedly, I would like to be able to have something like Artemis on the SRMs, but I think I'd be pushing it there, and I think I've tried and they won't all fit, there's not enough room. But either way, 3 SRM6s at near point blank range, it's a pretty bad day for anyone who gets hit by them. The LRM5 might seem a little redundant, but I've actually had kills with it, and it's a good little way of, well, getting your kill assists up. It eats up some of the enemy's AMS ammo, and yeah, it's relatively useful in situations like this where you've got a mech running across open ground. The SRMs aren't going to hit, take a shot there. It's the perfect map as well. There's lots of little hills and stuff you can hide behind. Anyone gets up close, they don't realise you're there, and whack, just splat them with SRM6s.
New target acquired.
One of the problems I'd say with the mech is, I don't know, even though it's the same tonnage as mechs like the Griffin and the Shadowhawk and Wolverine, it just feels like it's a lot squishier. I don't know why. I'm sure the armour is exactly the same, but it does seem to suffer a lot more compared to those mechs. Maybe it's the hitboxes, I don't know. It does have a problem where I'd say its left and right torsos are pretty huge. But this is where you get a good idea of the SRM capability. Just, you can see his paper doll lighting up there. Every time he gets hit with those SRMs, it's just doing lots and lots of damage. I get one of his torsos there. What's the next volley? One of them does. Yeah, there we go. That's AC-20 gone. He's opened up the torso. It's just a horrendous amount of damage that a mech like this can do. And down he goes. Medium pulse flare. Again, a bit like the Vindicator. It's another mech that doesn't have any ballistics, so if you're a fan of your ACs, your Ultra ACs, that kind of thing, you're not really going to like this mech, probably. It does rely, at least this build does rely almost entirely on missiles, very little in the way of energy, but the other builds do have a bit more in the way of energy slots, if you prefer having a laser boat. It's very quick. You can get a decent sized XL engine in there. I think that's what I'm running in here to fit all these SRMs with enough ammunition to run them for the whole match. As you see, you get medium range of those SRMs, you can tear off limbs very, very easily. In the past, SRMs have been kind of a love-hate weapon, especially with the hit registration issues, but now they're so much fun to use, and they're so annoying when you get like a mad cat swimming up and splatting you with them straight away. But yeah, I'd say the Kintaro's main benefits is speed. It's relatively quick. With the right sized engine you can very ably manoeuvre around the field. It's a very quick torso turn. I don't know if they'll be redoing those quirks anytime soon, but as it is, it does have decent ability to quickly fire at one target and turn its torso before it receives any counter fire. Hitboxes, as I said, are a bit big, but it's very rare that you'll get arms or leg blown off. It's generally people will go for your side torsos, so as long as you're aware of that and use cover, you should be okay. I would... Well, yeah, here's this one. Yeah, I'd like to make note that the center torso missile slot, where I have the LRM-5, has a missile door, so when you fire there will be a delay, a very slight delay. Oh, see him go down there. The very slight delay will cause that sort of half a second between firing, so just be aware of that if you do decide to put something other than LRM inside there. I think it might have been a narc beacon originally. This might have had a narc, but I might have dropped that in favour of more ammo. There's also one of the few that I haven't remembered to put the ammo in the torsos, not in the legs, for a change.
Warning, incoming.
And the rest of this map now is just chasing down the last fellow. I think this guy's an Atlas who's gone right to the far end of the map, and yeah, he wasn't much help with his team. You'll probably see, if you can read the chat, you'll probably see that some people are calling him out on his rather odd decision to walk an Atlas all the way around the other side of the map and watch his team get killed. But it's, I think it's one of the better medium mechs in there. It doesn't stand up to the likes of the, let's see, the Hunchback, the Shadowhawk for sure. Those two mechs probably beat it just for their capability of being able to deliver massive amounts of direct fire damage. This is probably, alongside the Wolverine and the Griffin at the moment, as being very, very good SRM boats.
Target destroyed.
Those kind of builds become popular in the 55-ton category. So it really depends how you want to read it, but basically SRM seems to be the way to go with Kintaros. And, oh, yeah, there we go, that's the win. Paying attention there. See, 2 kills, 8 assists, decent damage, can't complain.